Zenybody in here, a Tris Atsis production for May 24th, 2018, episode 15, Adam's Going to School. We're some guys who hung out together for a few years, then decided to start a podcast. We don't adhere to any format. We do interviews, social commentary, or any subject we think can make a show, designed to make you think and laugh. You can email Zenybody in here at zenybodyinhere@gmail.com. Facebook is Zenybody in Here Podcast. Webpage is zenybodyinhere.com. You send a voicemail or text us at 256-401-7140. To donate to Zenybody Here, you can do that at patreon.com. And also, you can do it on a tip jar on our webpage. On this show, we discuss Adam Leaper School and Trucker School. Here's our hosts, Adam Baker, Bill Wilkerson, Kevin Trailer, and Tim Altork.
Miss you,
I'm
man.
flying on Sunday.
You're flying Sunday?
Yeah, I think. That's the 6th, right?
Well, man,
Is that the 6th? Yeah.
we'll call you. I don't know what the time. What's the time difference out there?
It's 2 hours behind.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, I
that
mean,
bad.
I don't know what your schedule is, but if you're welcome to always call in and leave us messages and shit.
Yeah, or I'll get like some of the people I meet. Like I said, I'm going to be living with new people I don't know.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good introduction. Like, hey,
Are
I'm
you going to
Adam.
live like on campus or is it?
Yeah.
I'm 2 miles away. So like I'm
But
in
it's school people that you're living with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Like, they're going to try to put me with people close to my age
Yeah.
and close to my interest, but it's a small school. Like, they're limited with who they can put me with.
Yeah.
I'm pretty accommodating, but I'm super worried about who I'm going to be.
Dude,
Like, if they leave
you
the
have
sink,
a right to be worried.
If they leave the sink with, like, a mountain of dishes, that's my biggest thing. Yeah. And the number of people that do that in America, it's super high. So
The number of people that leave dishes in the sink?
I'm guaranteed to have a messy person in the house.
You're going to hate it.
It's temporary.
But I'm
6 months.
Yeah, I know. 6 months is nothing.
Think about it. You
And-
could be in jail for 6 months.
Yeah, and like this is education. So
When I was in truck driver school, we had hotels that they kept us in. It was a 3-week course, so we had to stay there on site, near in town where the course was. And I was in the same situation where they just put you with somebody. And the guy they put me with was one of these guys that just talked until the lights went out. Like, if you wanted any kind of just silence in the room, you would not have it because he just talked nonstop. And it was just drove me insane.
You should have freaked him out by saying something really weird. Yeah, hey, are you a power bottom?
you sleep naked too?
Man, I should have thought of that.
So like my bicycle's getting shipped out there, like I said, and so I'm gonna have to choose from the lesser of two evils. If my roommate's like really chatty or bothersome, it's super rainy there and cold. So
Not all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
choose to like either listen to my roommate or like, you know what?
Go
Like
walk
I'm
in the
gonna
rain.
go ride my bicycle in the cold and rain because it's better than listening to this stranger.
It'll be getting nice by the time you're out there, though. I mean, it'll be warming up.
I doubt it. It's in a week. Like, it's already like 20 degrees colder than it is here.
Oh, shit.
Fahrenheit for you foreign listeners.
How close is it to the ocean?
See, I don't know because I'm
It's
not
not
going to
that
have a
close.
car.
And the Santa Ana winds don't go up that high anyway, do they? That's what keeps California warm, right?
I know.
I
Wow,
don't know what
I
you're
don't.
talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What did you say? The Santa Ana wind?
Let's
Yeah.
say yes.
He's going to be outside of Portland.
It's like that Steely Dan song, Santa Ana.
Yeah, I'm going to guess
I thought that's what helped keep California warm.
if I can get public transportation, like a bus, to the ocean, it's going to be like 2 hours or more.
Oh, okay. So that gives you a good idea of how far away.
Yeah, I'm inland.
Yeah.
That ain't too bad.
Even though Portland has the word port in its name.
Because it's on the river. It's
It's like the...
It's a
a big
port
port.
land.
What river is that? I should know this.
You told me this one
I
time.
know
Columbia.
it-
Columbia.
Columbia,
River.
yeah,
that's
that's right.
That was a trivia question the other night.
yeah.
Idiots.
So I have to cross the Columbia River from Washington into Portland to get into Oregon because I'm actually staying in Washington. That's where the school is.
D.C., yeah.
No. Don't be like those
High
other.
crime rate. No.
It's very liberal
That's where
there.
Mount Rushmore is in D.C. Yeah.
That's where they got those presidents.
Right where Trump wants to have his face up there.
What was that all about?
About
Same
him
thing
wanting his
all of
face
his
on
stuff is
Rushmore?
Trump
about.
more?
No, it's the same thing. All of his stuff is about him and Kanye West. Like,
Aren't they a perfect pair?
Ego,
They're both.
No, it's not
nuts.
ego. Like they're just.
It's not ego.
It's a new age of marketing. They're just spouting out like bull crap, so they can sell more of their stuff and make a personal profit.
Well, what is
Or
the
it's just like
president
a-
of the United States selling?
America.
Okay, before he was president, like it's unfortunate that he gained that title. That is my official stance.
Bill, don't you think he's being a little bit too political for this podcast?
I love it.
Tone it down, Adam.
Speak
Come
up.
on, Bill.
Adam.
Tell him to tone it down, Bill.
The amount of drinks that I've drank.
Okay. This is the last podcast. We'll
Yeah.
cut you some slack.
I'm currently
This
peeing
ain't
under
your-
the table.
This ain't
right
your
now.
last podcast but for a
Stop
while.
splattering
That's
on
why
me.
my feet are warm.
Just go ahead and go, man.
Oh, that's
We can
warm.
hose down the porch.
It is unfortunate he has that title. I agree with you, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, because like I will say, he's an entertainer because entertainment is not exclusive to something enjoyable.
So he's like Medea. He found his audience.
Well, I don't know. I give Tyler Perry way more credit.
I guess what bothers me about him is most politicians will say, we're going to, I don't know. It seems like he uses the word great. I don't know. It's just like he needs a better thesaurus.
He's
What do you call it? I ain't no
Thesaurus.
thesaurus. I had the same
Either-
thing.
Thesaurus.
That was a really smart dinosaur back in the day.
The Thesaurus.
Oh,
I can't even talk. But I
you
mean,
guys- did
that's
you
what
guys-
bothers me. He's almost too plain spoken. He doesn't have enough adjectives.
either him
All
or
right,
the
yeah.
people
You know.
surrounding him are very intelligent to how things work in the internet age. He's generating a lot of content.
Yeah, he might know what he's doing, man. That's
and
his plan, man. That's what makes folks.
There's no difference between negative.
Differentiation.
I hate when they have differentiation.
Boy, we sound like Trump now.
It's great and it's good, and they're going to be great.
It's the greatest. It's great, good, good,
Great job. I don't know, really.
Great.
There's no bad
It's
attention.
gonna be
My
bad.
daughter's hot.
Oh, that's bad. That's hot.
Did I tell you I want to bang
Great.
my daughter? Did
Oh, that's
I tell
great.
you that?
Great. Wonderful. Great.
Stop being so political, you guys.
All right. whatever.
Talking about incest.
Like I said, political.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that dinosaur, did you guys hear that they dug up a dinosaur that they assumed that was like a homosexual during its time of reign?
How do you know that?
Because they named it
Had
the
a,
Megasaurus.
still had a bone in it.
Say that one more time, our listeners.
They named it. This is so offensive. I love everybody equally. Please feel free to send
But
your
it's a
hate
great
mail.
punchline.
It is a great
It's
punchline.
I missed it because I talked over it.
the name of the dinosaur is
They dug up.
Megasaurus.
Megasaurus.
Oh,
All right, can
and
you
then
turn
they-
his microphone off?
He's off for tonight.
Okay, but before you
Speaking of
do,
power
I'm
bottoms.
going to tell you they found two dinosaurs relatively close to each other.
Yeah.
And the first one I just told you about. The second one was a Licholotopus.
Oh, shit.
Tim just drank some beer and he can't.
I almost spit it out, but I got it down.
We in a cave. Oh, we are in a cave.
Adam, you were very passionate about that laugh. What is that sound? What is that?
Don't look.
Please tell me what
Don't
you're
look.
doing.
Look away.
Oh, God. I can't unsee that.
You need some tissue?
Why is it so squishy?
Hey, Donald Duck's in the cave.
Leave the cave.
So, Donald, you just said that you had sex with a lady who has a penis. And she was missing a pinky finger?
It's Donald Duck and a velociraptor.
The thesaurus.
What?
A thesaurus.
Do you think he saw us?
I do this.
How did we get in this cave?
I think we need to leave. You ready to walk out?
We can get out of
Let's
here.
get some.
Yeah, let's walk out.
Stinks in here. It smells like Uranus.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, thank
what's
God.
Are
happening?
we out?
I can't hear
so.
anything.
For real?
Okay, that's good.
Well,
That's
Adam,
my
you'll have
go-
to call in.
Yeah. We got our phones working now.
Yeah,
We're gonna miss the hell out of you, man. That's
It
Well,
wasn't very loud, so I had to work on the. I'll have to.
don't touch it.
toy
don't
with it.
touch
I ain't
a
gonna touch it
damn
now, but-
thing. You
Don't
sweet
close
little
this either.
man.
What are you doing? Jeez,
Did you turn everything off?
No, we're still working.
it was close.
I'm gonna miss you guys because I'm going to Portland, which is I'm assuming considered one of the weirder cities.
Well,
like
and it's pretty much the
Austin, like-
exact opposite end of the country
Yeah.
from where we are.
I don't think I'm gonna find anybody
You will.
as weird as you guys.
That's bad.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, you will. They'll just be smoking legal pot.
No, I mean they'll be weird,
As
but
opposed to the illegal pot.
they'll be weird, but they won't be like on a level where I can communicate with them like I can with you guys.
My buddy Jake's out there. He's the same kind of weird.
Okay, cool.
He's just more professional now.
It's just because you've been here a certain amount of time and it's a comfortable weird. You'll find your weird. It'll be uncomfortable for a little
No,
while.
weird finds you.
I
You
mean,
don't
like,
find
I'm,
weird.
Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with being like one uncomfortable and like being my own kind of weird. But I notice when I go a place, I'll pick up everybody else's. Like I'll pick up like a little piece of their weirdness, even if it's like a little tiny bit of their accent. I'll pronounce a word the same way they do. So in a weird way, I feel like
Do you know where the
insecure.
bike shop is?
Yeah.
It's like my favorite answer trivia is hell, I can't remember now.
Top
Top Gun.
Top Gun. So I don't know if we've talked about that.
How did
yet.
we
We should have after he leaves, Top Gun trivia one night.
That's right.
So-
Top Gun facts.
For every listener who doesn't know,
Adam has never actually seen the movie.
no, I haven't. I haven't seen Top Gun.
I think Miranda tried to watch it in front of me a few times, but I just didn't get into it.
Dude, that is
As a kid, I loved it.
it's
It's a
such
horrible movie.
I mean,
Oh, it's so campy, but it's a classic.
it's
Like
sold like what the motorcycles? What are they called? Like the crotch rockets?
yeah, the crowd, yeah.
Like that was the first time on film, I think.
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
big
crotch rockets appeared.
A major
and it
film,
Sold
yeah.
like American military.
Beach
I-
volleyball, the whole thing.
I'm assuming that like the U.S. like funded this movie. That's how cheesy it was for like Go America.
I
type.
think there's truth to that.
Is
I think
it?
they did, yeah.
It's like a
Oh, these
recruiter
are all
film.
my assumptions. I didn't know.
No, I think, yeah.
well, they
do that.
used Air Force jets.
Navy jets.
Yeah, so they had
Navy.
to have access.
Yeah, so they were
But-
official Navy jets, F-14.
Yeah, what better way to recruit than to do that?
So Tim announces our trivia at the local restaurant, and every time he says a question that I don't know the answer to, my reply is Top Gun.
But how did that become the default answer? Do you remember?
Oh, because one of the servers,
Yeah.
who will remain unnamed,
Yes.
she yelled out Top Gun when it was a correct answer,
No.
right?
Here was the question.
Okay.
It was. I remember it perfectly. The question was. Top
Memory
Gun.
sequence.
Yeah. Doodly-doo. The Top Gun. No, it wasn't Top Gun.
Play.
It was Tom Cruise movies besides the Mission Impossible movies that were the top grossing movies that starred Tom Cruise. So
Like
not
top
counting
10
Mission
like
Impossible.
top
okay?
10?
Yeah, it was like top 10 Tom Cruise movies, grossing movies at the theaters, not counting Mission Impossible. And so unnamed employee said, "Oh, so we can't say Top Gun?"
Okay. So
Oh,
Was
so
this
that's
a
a
short employee?
she gave away the
Okay.
answer.
No, yeah, that was probably one of the answers, but she misunderstood the question.
Is that Carly? She listens. Carly, hello.
Carly, that was you.
You're
Thank you
popular
for
now,
admitting
She
Carly.
Shotgun.
spawned this ongoing 2-year joke.
No, I didn't realize where it came from.
Yeah, that's where it came from because
didn't
she
know
was
that either.
there and she was pretty having a good time.
Carly, I'll thank you for that because I have
But she
enjoyed that
shouted
joke.
like
I bet you Carly's taller than Tom Cruise.
And I stole it from Adam, so.
standing up. But you know the thing is with the trivia is we turn in the answers so people don't just shout them out.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
she-
people do that aren't aware.
Right,
They're
which
so
is-
excited they know something.
That happened a while back, not pretty recently. Who was that? Somebody knew.
Well, it's pretty rare that I know an answer, so when I do, I really have to hold back from shouting. So I unacceptable!
pick me.
So I fully understand.
I know. Wait, what's happening? What the hell?
Why are you doing that with your nose?
Your nose is at the red end of your
You're fucking
microphone.
solar fuel ladies have been fixing at the farm on the bushes.
You look like you're sniffing tomatoes in Walmart.
Do you do that with all the produce? That's disgusting, lady.
Here.
Here.
Fire.
Okay.
So do we have a podcast yet? or-
Yeah.
We've
I
got
probably won't be able to
about-
do it next week again.
What? What the fuck?
Well, I've got 3 more classes.
Well, why can't we?
Two more classes.
I can't. I'm saying I
No,
can't
I-
do it next week.
Why can't we do it on Sunday? I mean, on the day that whatever day.
Golf Sunday.
Well, what about Michael? Can he fill in again?
Yeah. Well,
I don't care who fills in.
Yeah.
You won't be here Sunday, will you?
I will not. I will be
So we
flying.
can't do this
across the
like we're
country.
doing it right now a week from now.
No.
You'll be pooping playing golf. I'll be playing golf.
Yeah, I'll be pretty pooped after playing golf all day.
You won't want to.
I don't mind pushing it, but anyway.
We can try it. I mean,
I mean, we have to do a long one. We can do a short
that
one.
just means I'm gone all day, and I can get in.
Yeah, you can get in trouble.
Oh
That's what you're
yeah,
saying.
we don't want to.
Well, I mean,
You
we've
guys
gotta-
to do another one next week without me, and I'll be able to do it again next week.
I mean, we've got enough material. I mean, we've got a. We'll be okay.
I'm a you know.
This is a 2-hour show, so this is 2 shows right here, and we still haven't released one. So
That's not true for the listeners that are listening.
We're discussing. We're talking shop here.
but
Shop talk.
Yeah.
yeah, we can always edit it out if we have to. But
I like shop. Mhm.
well,
I swear, I'm
I
gonna
once
miss you
cut
guys
my
so much.
pinky
I'm
off.
gonna
Cut off
have
his
to
pinky
cry.
and
well, I
shop.
hear there's a fellow that is a good friend of ours, hangs at Gerson's a lot.
John Wilbur.
And a different guy who sort of been mentioned Miranda. He's been complaining we ain't put him on podcast yet, so we can throw him on a podcast maybe.
Oh, let's do it.
Who is this?
Well, I mean, y'all do it. I won't be here.
Mr. Bragel.
Oh,
Try to get Mr. Reagan on.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
You don't know him? He's a
You
good
don't
fella.
know.
Oh,
Our circles have not connected.
you better prepare yourself.
He's
sir.
interesting.
He is. He.
You don't know him? You'll enjoy it then.
All right.
I would say he has strong opinions.
Very
Exactly.
strong.
Oh,
opinion.
very
They're
strong
very.
opinions.
They're
Will
very.
it get political?
no,
Well, no.
I'm-
No,
Just-
he doesn't get
he's.
opinionated
he's-
that way.
I really respect him. I really respect you. I don't know that y'all's opinions will match up.
Which might be good for
That
a podcast.
could be good. That's good radio, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like
Sparks fly. Top Gun.
no, both of you are super entertaining. That'll be a good podcast for sure.
We'll have to bleep the whole thing out.
Yeah,
He's pretty vulgar.
Not for me. I drop my F-bomb every now and then, but I'm not vulgar, am I?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the right
Nah.
word. It's just
Oh, it's not just the.
it'll be
I-
it'll be good because you stand your ground and he also stands his ground. So if he was to have a conversation with me, I would just get sheepish and say, you know, you're right, Mr. Sir.
he's a cool fellow. You don't need
Mr. Sir.
Mr. Sir, you're right.
Mr. Sir. Excuse me.
May I have another?
But we can put him on one pretty soon. We'll figure it out. But
Oh, he paid me to be. Hey,
Kevin, we need a microphone.
yeah, I'm done talking, you piece of shit.
The microphone, what?
We need a microphone for Bill in case he's not here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. This
Call in
one,
from Lamaze class.
Yeah, he'll have to call from Lamaze. Not right now, you dummy.
I was just trying to see where that was plugged in. No, it's plugged in over. But anyway.
Bill's actually right here.
Yeah.
Now.
Here.
I'm talking about in the future.
So how'd that
I'm
go?
sorry, Adam,
Did
go
you learn
ahead.
how to
No,
milk
it's
your
cool.
tits? Isn't that what Milan's? That's what
Yes.
we assumed it meant.
Yes, I know. I can breastfeed a baby now.
Bill can lactate.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I learned how to lactate.
I'm impressed. Okay.
That is what the class is, right?
Yeah.
Is the podcast coming to an end? That means I got to stop drinking for the night?
No, you're
No,
not.
have another beer.
Oh, are you having another beer?
If you are.
We'll walk you
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, please do.
I didn't get to, Saturday is my day to partake.
What is it?
Did you work baseball
And I
yesterday?
did baseball yesterday, so I had to remain sober.
Man, you're going to have to fucking start putting some beer in your Yeti or something.
Hey,
Can't do that. I'm a professional.
I don't know if I can say this, but when I was working at the radio station, there were certain sports announcers who would always have liquor with them when they're doing their shows.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Hey, Harry Carey, one of the greatest announcers, play-by-play announcers.
great Harry Carey.
And they'd just,
That guy was trash.
Budweiser.
The reason that he sounded like that was because he was wasted by the seventh inning.
Yeah.
He was wasted. And
Yeah, some folks do that.
He's why they stopped selling beer in the seventh inning
That's
now.
right.
All because Harry Carey.
High fly ball. I only know that from the Bob and Tom show where they're making fun of him.
right.
Will Ferrell does a great one.
But did you guys ever hear Harry Carey? Like,
Yeah, I used to watch the Cubs when I was.
I've seen him on the TV a few
I
times.
watch the
never-
Braves, but if the Cubs were on WGN,
WGN,
I've
you'd
never
watch that
heard
too.
the actual Harry Carey.
never
I've
heard the
on-
actual
I've
Harry
only
Carey.
heard like impressions.
All the
of it.
impressions are pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're hanging out far off. He's a trip.
But he was awesome. And he had the big bubbles glasses. Like he had these huge glasses.
And
that
like
were just,
did they film him when he was talking? So like
Well,
just under the camera, he had his whiskey.
I'm sure, or a beer or whatever.
He
was
drank
drinking.
beer most of the time.
Yeah.
He might have done whiskey too, but most of the time is his Budweisers.
I can't wait till we get a camera on the podcast
Like a
here.
still.
Like
Kevin's got it on us already. He just hasn't told us.
Put your dick back in your pants.
damn it! Oh God, I'm looking at Kevin's face, and he's,
He's like, oh my God.
I can make this work.
Ooh, we can barely get the audio to work. So.
So if we just, there's not a camera here, but if we just move it to
The legality of all that, I don't want to. Well, I'm going to be gone. I don't give a fuck. You should do it.
We're going to put a camera in your room in Oregon. I mean, in Washington.
Yeah, I just won't tell my roommate.
Yeah, don't tell your roommate.
Yeah.
Power bottom.
Okay, what am I gonna do? Describe what you assume my roommate's gonna be like, because I'm stabbing in the
Ooh,
dark
see.
here. I'm
All
literally
right,
sleeping
who-
in
all
a
right,
twin
who
bed.
is the typical person that would go to school to learn to maintain
a
windmills?
wind turbine
Who is-
technician
because I don't-
that is
I don't think
close
that-
to my age.
Okay, but I don't think that you're the typical person.
I
think
agree there.
No,
I think Adam does.
I would agree.
I think that you're a little more high on the intelligence scale
Oh, thank you.
than
Wow.
the typical person.
Who are these people working on windmills?
Idiots. Like,
No, basically that's what I've researched, and I was like, I got to move up fast, or I'm gonna just have like a brain drain going on, like
Right.
with my coworkers, because I'm not knocking it because I don't know yet, but from what I've read, as long as you meet the basic qualifications, like you get a job, like you're just a basic technician, and
It's
you're
the
just
same way
you're
with,
just
like,
getting experience.
we've talked about this before, but it's the same thing as truck driving. Like, you go through the class, you get your bare minimum qualifications, and that the people that achieve that encompass the spectrum of intelligence. Like, there are pure idiots, and there are people
That's
like
an-
me somewhere in the middle, and then there's people that
Every line of work, though, you have that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
what do you
but-
want to put into it? What
But
do you want to get
but
out?
these
This is roughly a 2-year program that I'm taking a 6-month course. So, like, they're squeezing this all together or they're cutting some stuff out, and maybe a little bit of both.
Well, there were people when I went through CDL school that fell out. Like,
How long did it take you to go through CDL school?
it's a 3-week course
Through course, where'd you have to go?
up in Oxford.
So you had to stay in Oxford for 3 weeks at some hotel with some dude.
Yeah.
You stayed there the whole time, 3 weeks? It was
Well, there were times when I
consecutive?
drove back.
You probably
This
want to
is a
talk
really long
about that
story, but-
less than I want to talk about my
Yeah,
sex
like
story.
the reason that I went
That's his
there,
crazy sex story. Trucker school.
trucker school
He was
with the
going
guy
to be a
that talked
lizard
like
lot.
this, didn't want to
lot lizard.
He kept talking all night long, just like this.
You're going to learn to drive a truck. I'm going to learn to suck toes.
I got in trucking school so I could be a lizard.
But yeah, I mean, you don't go to trucking school because you've achieved something in life. It was a move of desperation on my part, and so
They also came out pretty
What the hell?
heavily
Oh,
against,
come on, Tim.
online
What
music
are
on
you
the
doing?
internet. And
Put a pause on that.
he's got the vampire back on there.
This is the unknown
I'm
Hinton.
just playing this volume while y'all.
I'd like you to tell my audience.
Yeah, but you're
because
playing
they
it
need to hear
over what Tim's saying.
Kind of matches.
It's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
That
was that?
unknown Henson
Drive a
was your
threesome.
roommate.
Make sure it's a cousin.
So unknown Henson was your roommate,
Pretty
Tim?
much. I don't know what I was saying now.
I'm sorry, I'm mean to.
No, you
What a
don't
dick.
go to trucker school.
When you're on top of the
Yeah.
world, you go there because you need to go there, and so that's where I was in my life at that point.
That's the choices that you found
And
yourself
so
in.
that's what I did. And
I
it was-
really appreciate that you just did what you had to do.
That's
You didn't
really
make
what it
any
was. It was like
excuses.
nothing else is working. I'm not getting a job doing anything else. I've got this family. I got to go do something. So
It's good money.
Yeah, I heard
it
it's
is
real good money.
It's a decent living.
Yeah.
I applaud you in every effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I applaud myself.
thanks to Tim.
God bless me.
You need a medal, sir.
Thank you.
Because
Gold-
like
a
for,
gold medal.
like I consider you to be a pretty creative person, and like for a creative person to just say like, I'm gonna do this job where it's basically I just punch in and punch out.
Yeah, that's
Like,
pretty much
that's
what it was.
soul killing.
I think everybody's had to do stuff like that at some point.
And I'm only saying that because you're already out of that
Thank
profession.
you, but that's
Like,
true, and that was like a last resort. It was like, God, I can't. I mean, I worked for like a year trying to find work. It was the reason we ended up back in Alabama because we couldn't re-up on our lease because I couldn't find a job, and so now you're back in Alabama in a house that you can't pay for, that you don't have to pay for because it's free, and so that's what you do. And
Alabama is among the cheapest states for
well, our house is actually
rent.
free.
Yeah,
It's free,
yeah,
family owned.
that's sweet.
Yeah, sweet gig.
I haven't paid rent in 6 years.
$100 a month.
No, I haven't paid rent at all. Not even $100 a month
No,
for
I'm saying
6
you
years.
can live on $100 a month
Yeah.
because you don't have to pay rent.
Well, I'm about to have to pay rent when I go to the northern east.
West,
Yeah, that's what I said.
not the east.
The northern east part of the country.
Out in
They're
Oregon.
just
Well, they talk
flying.
like this. We're in the northern east part of the country.
I should keep drinking.
You should.
I'm sorry, Tim. Go carry on.
Yeah.
What was I saying? I don't know.
You were
Trucker school.
Yeah.
Do you get to learn breaker breaker one nighter? Do they teach you the lingo?
Oh, do they play the convoy song?
The worst song in the world.
I was
Unless
so,
the Red Hot Chili Peppers cover it, then I'd listen to it.
Well, yeah. I was so resigned to not becoming a part of the trucker life. I never got a CB. Like I did not.
You never got to see.
Do you know what?
You were not a trucker.
Do you know what
That's
CB?
a compliment to me.
CB stands for
like, no,
Citizens Brand. You're not a citizen.
I'm not a citizen of trucking.
I thought CB.
Yeah.
You never had a
Citizens
CB radio
Brand.
in your truck.
No.
It's what they came up with after, like, if I'm not mistaken, AM came first. Yeah. And then there was too much static, so they got FM in there.
Why didn't you get a
Do y'all,
radio?
know, do
And
y'all
then-
understand how CB works?
Yeah, I mean,
short range.
I mean,
It's short range, yeah.
that was a we actually had a CB in one of our vehicles. It was like
So it's usually about 1
Yeah.
or 2 miles. It'll pick up about.
looks like it'd be a useful tool for a trucker or
It
not.
can be, and it sometimes is necessary on a very rare occasion nowadays. But in
Oh, so they still use them. I thought
So they
cell
still
phones
use
would be
them.
useless. I mean, I
My
don't know.
dad had one in his work truck. He worked for Cargill when I was little. And I used to go out there and just mess with people. I'd get on the radio and just start talking and then as a kid, you don't know that's illegal to do.
Yeah, I used to do the
Oh,
same.
that's illegal?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, crap.
You're not
I did
supposed to
that
do
too.
that.
Like, my grandparents had a CB in their house.
Oh, I just randomly
See, that
talk
makes
shit
no
to people.
sense
I did
to me.
too.
Like, why would you have a CB in your house?
Dude, like,
Russian
why do you have a
spies.
TV in your house? It's entertaining.
Well, there's some folks who sit around and just listen to, at least in that part of the
Scanner.
country, scanner.
Yeah.
They'll just turn and listen to the scanner. They'll leave the scanner on all night, and if something's interesting going
parents
on
do
the
it.
scanner, they'll just turn the
Well, we
TV
have-
off.
Yeah, Tim, don't judge my grandparents. Like, that was their entertainment.
It can
That
be
was their
entertaining though
radio.
in a small town area. Some of the
Scanner.
stuff you hear.
You know, because I guess in the large town, there's so much shit going on, it'd probably make you want to kill yourself. But in a small town, you don't. There's not much
You
shit
might
going
know
on.
somebody
You
that shows up on
recognize the
scanner.
names.
Right.
nightly.
You know the personally. You say, that's that damn Leroy. I know him.
oh,
with the
Leroy's
shit."
acting up
Oh,
again. They
Leroy,
called
turn
the
on the
sheriff's
bottle.
office.
Oh,
Damn,
no.
Leroy.
Oh, speaking of
He's been drinking that
speaking
moonshine.
of fucked up relatives,
What?
Oh,
what-
no.
boy.
How much have
What
you
about-
had? Is it less than me?
2 bowls and 5 beers.
Carry on.
Bowls?
Well, never mind. But let me tell you something. This killer they found. What's his name? The Golden Gate Killer.
Yeah,
Gate
yeah, yeah.
Killer?
Gold,
Do you know how he
Gold
got
State.
found?
The gene stuff.
You know when you send your spit in to genealogy and find out who's kin to
It's
you.
not your spit. Like, you swab
Your
the
DNA.
inside of your
Yeah,
mouth.
anyway,
with
your
the
dead
cotton.
skin in your
So he
mouth.
voluntarily sent it in?
No, his relatives did, and it's like that's fucked up, man. I mean, think about it. It's like I wonder how weird our uncle is. Let's send our spit in. Let's see if he's killed a bunch of shit. I mean, it's fucked up.
Well, they got the answer they didn't
I mean,
want.
I'm sort of torn about it 2 ways. Yeah. Okay. So I'm torn about it in 2 ways.
I wouldn't be going to those classes.
I need to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wait,
time to
you
wrap
don't
it
want
up.
another
Oh, I
kid?
get that now. I didn't get
There's
it
a
first.
lot of bottle caps on this table.
That concludes Zenybody in Here, a Tress Access production for May 24th, 2018, episode 15, Adam's Going to School. With Adam Baker, Bill Wilkerson, Kevin Traylor, and Tim Altork. Email Zenybody Here at zenybodyinhere@gmail. Facebook us at Zenybody In Here Podcast. Webpage at zenybodyinhere.com. Send voicemail or text to 256-401-7140. And to donate to Zenybody Here, you can do that at patreon.com. Also, you can do it on the tip jar on the webpage. Thanks for listening.